Hey guys, Kevin Shaw here, Editor-in-Chief of Mopar Connection Magazine, here on a beautiful Sunday afternoon, and we thought we'd do a little bit of a detail video. These are pretty popular, a lot of people enjoy them. We're going to do a lot of time-lapse and just watch this incredibly filthy 2006 Jeep Rubicon finally get detailed. We really owe it to this Jeep. We took it overlanding yesterday with some friends, put up some pictures. It didn't take a lot of video, but we did take this thing out on a really rainy day up to Lane Between the Lakes and really had an awesome time hitting the trails with this thing. I gotta tell you, with the lockers on and 4 low, this Jeep can pretty much climb everything. It's a mountain goat. It's absolutely fantastic. But being as muddy as it was, we absolutely caked this thing. And although it rained last night and got a lot of it off, wasn't quite enough to clean the car. So we're gonna set the camera on time lapse, fire up the pressure washer. We're gonna get to work. We're gonna go over some of the plastics, cleaning the engine compartment, and then going through the interior afterwards. So hang on tight, this will be fun, and we'll see how clean we can get this Rubicon.
Hey guys, I just want to take a quick minute to let you know that we've got the Mopar Connection store up and running, where you can find all sorts of t-shirts and hoodies in a ton of colors and different sizes. We've even got designs for some of our project cars like Zombie and the Brazen Charger. So make sure to check out the link in the video description below.
Alright guys, I don't think I would normally promote something like this, but this is my first foray working with an aerator, working with a foam cannon, and that was the most fun I've had ever washing a car. This thing is awesome. I think I picked this up at Walmart. These are pretty much a dime a dozen. You can find these pretty much anywhere. If you have a pressure washer, absolutely get yourself one of these. I've worked with a couple different car shampoos, car soaps. They work pretty good regardless of the brand you use. I'm gonna hit it again with more soap, and then I'm gonna go over it with a chamois to start really breaking up a lot of the tougher dirt. But this thing seriously is a game changer. Absolute riot. This thing's a lot of fun. All right, we have exercised the demons, gotten the undercarriage all sprayed out, got the floor mats done, got all the dirt and soap out, got the wheel wells all cleared out. We are looking good. Now we just need to dry it off. Definitely need to let the engine compartment dry off. I think I'll open this up and just let the air and the sun do its job. Where we're gonna get the Jeep all dry, and then we'll start cleaning up a little bit. Normally my experience with marine applications is that I would often find a silicone lubricant like a PB Blaster or even WD-40 with silicone to spray down the engine compartment. It's really good for all of the non-stainless connectors, all the non-stainless hose clamps. It's just typically good to have a really good application, a really good covering for your engine compartment. Well, when we went to the Hendersonville Jack's Wax store, he strongly recommended that we use their Shine All for the engine compartment. This is going to be my first time using it, so we'll see how well it lasts. We'll see if it can hold up to the heat of the engine compartment, because this Jeep likes to run at 210 degrees, whether it's 50 degrees outside, whether it's 110 degrees outside, whether we're off-roading or driving on the freeway. So we're going to try the Jack's Wax, and we'll put this away, and we'll see how well this stuff holds up. They want you to be a little liberal with it, so we're just going to go crazy. I do want to get all the plastics. I do want to get all the rubber hoses. Just really get a nice liberal coating all over the place. I'll let it sit. I'm pretty sure a lot of these plastics, being from 2006, are going to soak up a lot of this stuff. So there's no harm in letting it just saturate a little bit. It might bring back some pliability to the hoses. And we're definitely not going to fire up the engine until we do a final wipe down. I do want to get a lot of the excess off. Now I'm going to do something here that I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of grief about, but I have found for these sun bleached plastics, which I've used all the Back in Blacks, I've used all the Meguiar's and the Mothers and all the different versions that exist to restore plastics. I haven't found anything that just brings that rich plastic color back. And the one thing that I did have success with, believe it or not, is the Griot's Garage black satin tire coating. Now, I know plastic is not rubber, and there's different compounds here and there's different textures, but honest to goodness, I have had long lasting, I can't restore it. Even if I take the heat gun to it, it's not gonna stay. It's just not gonna last. But this seems to last the longest of giving me a nice, neutral, matte finish that isn't perfect, but it's pretty good. It's pretty close. So I'm gonna show you. Obviously you can see how chalked out and bleached this is, but using a little bit of an applicator pad and just the spray can, I'm gonna have some pretty decent results. It's not, again, perfect, but I am telling you, I have not found something really does it. So this is kind of my Band-Aid. It looks pretty wet, and it's not what we're looking for. We're not looking for drippy, glossy, Armor All looking, you know, wet. We're just trying to get a little bit of that color back that doesn't look so bleached out. We got some real bad bleaching here on top, and I just have not been terribly successful in getting it. But this has given us a nice satin finish. It's not terribly glossy, and more importantly, it's held up to rain, it's held up to driving, it's held up to sunshine and UV. It lasts pretty good. It lasts for a couple weeks, and that has been really the only reason why I'm using this. If you guys have found something better for these bleached out plastics, I'm all ears. But believe you me, I've got a whole chemical cabinet full of this stuff, and I'm kind of fit to be tied. I just don't have any answers for what would work good. At least what would work better. There we go. One last pass will get the streaks out. Let's get some of these streaks off. Okay, so just in case you guys thought I was crazy, this was using the white Jax Wax all surface cleaner, and you can really see the streaks. I mean, it's really goopy. It really has a very thick, high shine, and is very, very streaky. I think you guys can see that. Now we're gonna walk over to where I use the griots, and you'll see it's very muted. The streaks are lower. These are scratches. That's from off-roading. Yeah, we still see a little bit of bleaching here. It's not as shiny. It's very matte, but you're not getting the streaks that we got over here. I mean, it's still very syrupy, and you can see them very pronounced. So I'm gonna keep going with the griots tire on these plastic fenders. I know it's not perfect, but that's what I got. Now, one thing that's been a little bit of a chore is getting a lot of the mud and just all the regular grime and dirt that you get out of these canvas doors and your canvas top. And I've struggled with a lot of different fabric cleaners. I've struggled with a lot of stuff that just made it shiny or maybe stripped a lot of it, and it just didn't look good to me. It didn't look like when it was new. And believe it or not, I've had the best results with the XPS vinyl cleaner. This is a marine vinyl cleaner. A lot of you guys who own boats or jet skis know that those vinyl seats can discolor after a long day riding, whether you have like a black pair of swim trunks or a bathing suit, and those seats will pick up a lot of that color off of your bathing suit. And this vinyl cleaner has done a really fantastic job, and you'll see it's a matte finish. It's not glossy or shiny. It's not slippery at all. Yeah, obviously, because it's designed for like a jet ski seat or a boat seat, so they don't want you sliding off. And this is a kind of a before and after. I'm gonna clean this right now, but I just wanted to show you just how successful that XPS vinyl cleaner is at getting those these canvas doors looking really, really good. And there it is, just a little before and after. You can really see that it actually really pulls up the dirt out of the fibers, and you get a nice equal, nice clean surface. It's not shiny, it's not slick or slimy. You know, a lot of these cleaners just add a layer and it just feels oily or slimy. This feels very clean. It kind of feels like a camping jacket or a canvas jacket that's just been dry cleaned. It really feels nice. So if you guys haven't ever tried out a good vinyl marine cleaner, a really good canvas cleaner that's meant for marine applications, I really think you should give it a shot, because it came out really nice and I'm very happy with it. Guys, if you're so inclined, I strongly recommend avoiding buying these. They're super wasteful, and to be honest, once you open them up, you better be quick on using any of these Armor All glass or Armor All wipes, protectant cleaner wipes. The whole tub dries out in a matter of weeks, and I mean, it's just wasteful. Get a spray bottle and a reusable rag and just use that. I'm not trying to be Mr. Greenpeace here, but I just feel like I wasted a few bucks on a whole tub of these things. It just really is a waste of money. Like I said earlier, I'm not a big fan of the individual wipes. I think it's a little wasteful. I think you'll get more bang for your buck if you're using a spray bottle and a reusable rag. But I've got a bunch of these. I'm going to use them. But we're going to do all of our plastic and vinyl treatment with these interior cleaner wipes and the spray bottle where I can't reach. And then we're going to finish up the carpets, get those cleaned up. As you can see, they're full of mud too. Get the rubber floor mats back in. And it's not a true detail. It's not what a lot of the detail shops or the detail channels do a lot of detail work on. They're going to do a far better job. But for a Mopar channel that doesn't even like a lot of the Jeep stuff that we're doing, we got more coming. This is just really to help show that you can go off-roading, you can go and enjoy the trails and really get this thing muddied up, but then it'll clean up and be a really good commuter car. Use a stiff bristled brush, try to get all the dirt and mud out of the carpet. It's just a kitchen scrub brush. You can buy at any dollar store, Dollar General. Super cheap. Does the job. Oh yeah, really does the job. Let's get that spray cleaner out. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, it's doing it. The bristles are going to be able to get all the little grooves clean that you otherwise just would not be able to get. Let's do another spray of the carpet. Now that our pedals are wiped down, and we'll use the attachment on the vacuum. It's a little hard to see how truly dirty the fibers are. Got a lot of mud in this cloth seat, and we're going to use our stiff bristle brush and the upholstery cleaner. This lid, or this nozzle with the little plastic bristle brush, just keeps breaking off. I'm sick and tired of it, so I'm just going to use this. But we're going to let this stuff soak in, and then we'll do another pass. I got more noise. Hold on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray this down, let the foam get in here. Then I'm going to let it kind of soak. I'll do another pass and go immediately to scrubbing with the brush and see if we can't bring some life back to this 19-year-old seat. thoroughly scrubbed, sprayed down, soaked, and scrubbed again. We're gonna let this seat dry. It's already starting to dry in some spots, which is nice. Nice thing about cloth is it dries pretty quickly, as long as you have enough air circulation. We're gonna take the last little bit of our Meguiar's wipes, wipe down the dashboard, all of our high contact areas, just get everything surface wise treated, cleaned off, do another pass on our high surface contact areas. You can see where it's really embedded in this old steering wheel and around the shifter and the e-brake, and then we should be good with the interior. Well, the right thing to do would be to clay bar the car and put a layer of wax on, but we just got the alert that we're looking at 2 days of rain here in Tennessee. So the smart solution, instead of spending a couple hours to totally detail out the paint only to have the rain totally undo all the work that we've just done, we're just going to give it a quick hydrophobic polymer coating using the Meguiar's quick detailer. It's just going to give a nice final finish to the paint. It's not going to be a full detail. This might mean that this video is clickbait, but because I am not doing a full extraction and treatment of the paint, it's going to be a little unsatisfactory to some of you guys. But again, we live in Tennessee. It pours rain, and I mean, when it rains, it really pours. And that means we're also going to get a lot of debris from the trees, and it's just going to pretty much unravel all of our work. So instead, we're just going to give it a quick pass with a quick detailer with a microfiber towel. We're going to go over our work again. We did a really thorough job of cleaning it, but again, you can see the swirls and scratches that are just in this factory paint, and it needs a true detail, and this is just not going to be it today. So apologies to you guys who are hoping to get a full final detail. That's not going to happen today.
Love is what I need.
I'm Kevin Shaw, and you've been watching Mopar Connection Magazine. If you enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up, maybe leave a comment, and share it with your friends. They'll definitely help us grow the channel. And if you want more awesome Mopar content, please check us out over at www.Mopar Connection Magazine, where new articles are written and published every single day, Monday through Friday, entirely subscription free to you. We'll see you there.